And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem in the Crypto, episode 623, correct?
Here.
Today is Tuesday, December 15th, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish. Today's top story is Jim Cramer brought Bitcoin while off the top nicely in the 17,000s. Russian hackers broke into federal agencies, U.S. officials suspect, and PayPal stock has surged 17% since enabling Bitcoin purchases. And last but not least, digital artist Beeple auctions NFT art collection for $3.5 million. But first and foremost, what is going on with those prices today?
Oh yeah, so Bitcoin seems to be in a stuck in a little sideways motion today at $19,409, up 0.7%. Ethereum at $585 is up 0.03%. Ripple at 47 cents is down 5.8%. Hearing word that it may go back into that 20-30 cent range. So Stellar at 16 cents, down 1%. Chainlink at $12, down 0.19%. Litecoin sitting at $81, up 0.19%. And last but not least, EOS at 287 is up 0.73%. So we have a mixture of green and red. A lot of the protocols that are listed on CoinDesk have grown exponentially. However, right now we're going sideways. So you'll see which projects are strong in a sideways market, because in a sideways market, the projects people don't believe in, they just don't, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna accumulate Bitcoin. But the ones that are strong, they'll still have some gains. So still looking forward to Bitcoin passing that all-time high at some point, maybe before the end of the year, but it may be a fake out to get more people to buy at this level. But yeah, we're still going sideways. Nothing to be too excited about.
Well, the good thing is whether it goes above it, beyond it, or whatever, it just stays sideways. We are officially at a sideways 19,000. I mean, woo, who would have thought we'd be saying this?
19K is the floor?
19K looks to be the floor, or at least 16 and 17K. We'll see. And something else I want to point out, you just mentioned it. Ripple's at 47 cents today, down almost 6%. And as you said, it looks like it might be going back to 30%. Here's the trading tip, people. And this is what we mean by finding some of those like little crap coins. And Ripple, for some people, isn't a crap coin, right? But it is a coin that has numerous times went up to an all-time high and right back down again. And I say that's a good trading option because keep watching it. If it does drop back down to 30 cents, here are the two facts you know for sure. You've seen it go to $3 and you've seen it go to 60 cents. It will pump again. It's something we continuously say about Ripple. While we don't believe in a project, it's a tradable asset for the next few years, or we said that a few years ago. It still has about a year left on it. But I'm just saying that because if it does drop back to 30 cents, I think that's going to be a good buy, because we'll almost definitely, unless the project busts, I think we'll see it rebound again back to 60 cents one day in the near future, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely a good pump and dump.
Right. Yeah, it's a good pump dump. But for those out there investing or thinking about it, again, you got an extra $1,000, $100, wherever, you want to double it one day, you know Ripple's going to double in the next 360 days. Like, no matter, even at 40-something cent right now, people, the chance of it not doubling or going back up to 50 or 60 cent in the next year, at least one time, even for a flash pump, is very rare. So something to pay attention to. I'm not saying investing. I'm just saying that is something to pay attention to. Oh, yeah. And speaking of people who are starting to give their investment advice on crypto for the first time in December of 2020, Jim Cramer. That's right. Mad money star. And actually, before I give him the slashing of a lifetime, also want to give him his due justice, because this is a person I like. I like his channel. I mean, that's why I wear the white shirt. I like how he does the bad money and the gizmos and the gadgets. It still doesn't make him a good investor, though. People like many out there, right? I'm not saying he's a bad investor.
Mediocre at best.
A mediocre investor.
Or what I will say is he's been taken over by the execs, and he can't really say what he does.
Yeah, I mean, they took him over. Once his channel started doing numbers, they've been took him over. That's why I'm not all the way going in on him per se, because he has done a great job. But the CNBC host, again, Jim Cramer, said his Bitcoin portfolio could get bigger and bigger and bigger while he bought off this. I don't even know what this says. Jim Cramer bought Bitcoin while off nicely from the top in the 17,000s, as he calls it. What's going on with Jim Cramer and his genius move to Bitcoin now, to crypto?
Oh man, so the genius move into crypto was a dip below 18,000 when Jim Cramer decided that he was going to treat the crypto asset like any other investment in a diverse portfolio. Well, welcome, Jim Cramer. All right.
Welcome into the future, 2020, I guess.
Exactly. And it says, I will buy like I usually do. As something comes down, I'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. I just think that if you want to diversify into all sorts of asset classes, I have gold. I'm going to diversify into some Bitcoin. Not a big position for me, but it's certainly important to be diversified. And Bitcoin is an asset. I want to have a balance of assets. Again, people, you have to understand these people, these institutional investors are here. There is no, they're coming. The herd is on the way. They're already here. They're just positioning themselves to try and get the best price they can. And I think that 17,000 range, when it dropped there really, really quickly, if you look at the charts, they wicked up very, very fast. I'm talking about in a matter of an hour. I saw the one that when it went to 16.7, it was back at 17K in like four minutes. Like these are not, these levels are not getting tested like that. So they are doing their research, and he's basically just accumulating at this price because, like us, he believes it's going to go much higher. This whole balance of assets thing, you know, I understand your portfolio, but Bitcoin is definitely going to take over probably the other assets in his portfolio, honestly.
And what's crazy to me again is that these people just can't come out and be honest. Like, come out and get some people in the industry on your show to say, hey, I didn't believe in it the last 10, 11 years. I didn't believe it in 2017 when we went from 1,000 to 20K. Even though I'm supposed to be an investment guru, I still chose to ignore an asset that went from $1,000 to $20,000. Not even mentioning some of the smaller cap coins like Neo, or that was Ant shares that went from 25 cents all the way up to $81 that we called on our show. Not even mentioning some of these coins that we actually called on the show. This person has ignored all of that. And in 2020, at the end of 2020, they're like, oh, yeah, I bought something when it dipped to 17,000. I mean, I can't say enough bad things about the way they do business on that scale. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they think being wrong is like the worst thing that can happen to their career, or not having the information first. But again, if I was in their position, I'm like, hey, let me bring on one of these crypto people and have them talk about it on my show so we all can understand it. Instead of me telling the public, oh yeah, I got into it in 17,000. Well, what if what you said is true? Is that this thing dips to 5 to 10,000, and then we stay in the bear market the next 3 or 4 years at 5 or 10,000. This guy just told however many people that this is the good time to buy. They are going to be sick in the stomach for the next 2 or 3 years. This show's getting canceled, son.
CNBC was shilling the PND, the pump and dump XRP, at $3 or at like $2.
Right. This is the same CNBC that had Ripple on the screen at $3. That is true. Telling everybody to buy it at $3.13. That lasted for a good 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's buying that PND. Like, I mean, it's just, that's all it is. PND. I know, Mike. I mean, so CNBC, they basically are just, this is just par for the course.
Right. It makes no sense, but like you said, it is par for the course. I want to give some quick shout outs today. Leroy Forbes, what's going on? Crypto Culture, Marcus Walter. This is a new name I haven't seen before. What's going on? D. Chiron, Will 45, Shannon Allen. Hey, long time no see.
What's up?
Shannon Allen said he had his, oh, okay. There we go. The updates are coming. Somo Vid, Tonio. Let's see. Crypto Culture said move sideways so my doo-doo coins can pop. You know it. Tessa Hall, Grand Rising. Malik Howard, that's right. Smash that like and share. Erica K, Ryan James, MMKX56. It sounds like a Mortal Kombat character. MMKX56 said this show could blow out CNBC. Listen, we're trying to tell people, like, it's nothing like our live takes. It's crazy. Ryan James said Ripple to take on the sloppy seconds, hilarious. Or XLM to take on the sloppy seconds.
Oh, yeah. So Stellar is right there waiting for
it. Stellar's in the house. You already know. Shannon Allen said they got people dancing for vaccines and blocking your live notices. You know how it go. What's going on, Lisa Lee? Yeah. All right. Next story up. Russian hackers broke into federal agencies. U.S. officials suspect. Before I let Bitcoin Zay jump to the story, I mean, the basics is this, people. Bitcoin still hasn't been hacked. Bitcoin blockchain still hasn't been hacked, yet we're not using the technology. I mean, that's all I got to say about it. Like, we're still getting hacked. Like, that's in the news. We still don't have cybersecurity in the United States. What's going on here?
Oh, well, after President Trump fired a cybersecurity expert a few weeks ago, yesterday, Russian government hackers have been found to be the culprits behind the U.S. Treasury and Department of Commerce hacks, along with the 1-hour Google outage that happened yesterday. It says here officials are scrambling over the weekend to assess the nature and extent of the intrusions and implement effective countermeasures. but initial signs suggested the breach was long-running and significant. So to get to the details of the breach, apparently there were Russian hackers using the nicknames Cozy Bear or APT29, and they were sitting on these servers for months, apparently. Apparently, they've been sitting on these servers.
Which we've mentioned before is what hackers do. They're not going to immediately hack people. They're going to just chill out.
Exactly. This is not TV or movies where they jump on a laptop and they just quickly type up and hack. This isn't Swordfish. What they do is they sit, they lay dormant. It seems like everything is good. And when one exploit comes, boom, they hit it. So the active exploit that we're talking about was on the SolarWinds Orion platform. From versions of software released in March and June. So that was actually how these hacks came about. It says that more than 300,000 customers may have installed a software patch enabling the Russian attack, according to the SEC. Sheesh. And if you look at the list of companies that were hacked or people that were hacked, this is everybody. I mean, I think they're keeping it quiet because it's literally everybody. And I have a list here. Hold up. I forgot to pull it up before, but I have a list of everybody who got hacked. Oh man, it's ridiculous. I can't find it right now, but it's basically everybody and their mama got hacked yesterday, and they're keeping it very silent because when this happens, all of your information is exposed. I mean, is it any surprise that happened, and then all of a sudden people were talking about Assange getting pardoned, Snowden getting pardoned, and then somehow the conversation shifted quasi into it may have been China that did it, but Russia is taking the blame. You know what I mean? Like this is I don't know what's happening right now, but it's not
even good. More again for me. Even more broad topics is when we're talking about regulation. We're talking about protections. All these protections. We got to protect you from crypto. We got to protect you from the housing market. We got to protect you from securities. We got to protect you from ICOs. Protect me from hackers.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. This is why.
Protect your neck.
What's that?
Protect your neck. Protect yourself.
Yeah. This is why I'm so anti-government and anti-regulator, specifically in this space, is because you haven't proved your worth in any other space to come to this space that is way too advanced for you. It's like you over here talking about, I want to get in a boxing match with Mike Tyson. It's like you haven't even sparred yet in practice ever. You just want to go fight Mike Tyson. Like you don't want to warm up first. That's what our government is doing. They're like, we know we haven't been the best when it comes to cybersecurity. We haven't been the best when it comes to Wall Street. We haven't been the best when it comes to any other local and regular state crimes. And oh, by the way, we lost this fake imaginary war on drugs. The drugs officially won in Oregon because they're now decriminalized. So we haven't won anything. Going to segue into the crypto business. No, that's corrupt people after a money grab. They're not smart enough to be in this business. They shouldn't be in this business. It's showing now. You see all the talk is about CBDCs switching to digital currency full time, to everything being digitalized because of the pandemic, of course, has been accelerated. You talk about all these things. You talk about the government, again, wanting to partner with these banks to create these CBDCs or even possibly their own CBDC, and you can't protect it. And you have I just saw a headline the other day. SEC gets what, 700 million or 600 million or something from some other company, right? Yeah. It's like, focus on what you all need to be doing, which is cybersecurity, stuff like that. So again, this story to me highlights that they're not ready for this space. We can't protect our own space right now. And then we're trying to add more stuff onto our digital landscape here in the States where we don't know what we're doing yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's never been hacked, like you said. And unfortunately, every single system that has information on you has been hacked. So at this point, it's kind of like, who cares? All right, everything will get hacked. Well, let's do it. Just hack everything and take out everybody's information because if they hold it hostage, that could be how the U.S. Maybe has a downturn, because usually when empires fall, it's from within. So we don't get.
There you go.
Yeah. We sit here arguing about who's our president. I don't even know. Has Biden got? We don't even know. Like we're just hanging out right now. We're in, purgatory. But
limbo. Yeah, exactly.
It's all good to me because somebody also pointed out that this hack happened on the 10th anniversary of Satoshi leaving for good. The exact 10th anniversary that Satoshi left.
Sounds like somebody's trying to send a message to me.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's very eerie, but I mean, hey, coincidence.
It's gonna come out that we are the genius hackers behind everything one day. Yeah. Like, man, they was doing the show and hacking the whole time. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Jeffrey Dickerson, what's going on? Rashu. Tessa said, "La, we are backwards in the USA at the moment." Erica K said, "Shenanigans." Marcellus Love said, "Wind Moon." Was on Sergeant Crypto. Tesla said we are turtling as a nation going slow. That is very true. PayPal stock has surged 17% since enabling Bitcoin purchases. Again, proving that just allowing people to buy Bitcoin from you makes perfect sense from a business standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, everything positive for your business. Bitcoin's a you pointed out millions of times before, and businesses are still not doing it yet. It's crazy, but PayPal seems to see the benefits of doing it now.
Oh yeah, and PayPal may have scooped up as much as 70% of the newly mined Bitcoin in the weeks leading up to the crypto platform going live. That's why you saw that run from 11K to 17K so fast. It was just every day the price is going up, and then boom, PayPal comes out. We enable Bitcoin, blah blah blah. Now, imagine that, because PayPal was buying, MicroStrategy was buying, Square's buying. We're talking about, I'd say 10, 15 large companies are buying large amounts like that. Imagine when it's 100 or 150 companies constantly trying to buy this amount because they got to keep up with demand. They got to, keep up with their reserve. This is going to get crazy, people. So it also says that PayPal, I'm sorry. It also says that in an estimate of a survey, 5,000 people claim that 6.2% of Americans above the age of 18 own Bitcoin. 7.3% planned on purchasing Bitcoin for the first time. PayPal is a Bitcoin IOU trash site for real Bitcoiners, but for grandma, for mom and pop, if they just see Bitcoin in the PayPal thing, to me, that makes it real in their eyes, because they're like, oh, it's on the platform that I already use. Sort of like how when Bitcoin got on Cash App, it's much easier to say, hey, get it on Cash App, because all of a sudden people are like, oh, so I already have Cash App, so it's easy. So good for them. And of course, this is not going away, people. I'm telling you, stocks and companies going up because they decide to add Bitcoin to their treasury. This is not like 2017 where people were just throwing blockchain in their name and they were getting. This is literally, we're keeping Bitcoin for years to come. Stocks are going to surge, so every company is probably going to do this in 2021. Probably positioning right now as we speak.
I agree with you, but with that being said, then January 1st, 2021, Bitcoin sideways, up or down?
I believe it'll be headed up, because I think
it'll still keep pumping.
Yeah, well, I think it'll be headed up, still sideways, but I think it'll be headed up. I don't think we'll have any big drops, just because the accumulation is crazy. I mean, I'm watching it.
That's my point. Whereas like, what happens when it drops to 10K? When it drops to 15K, somebody's just going to scoop it right back up.
Right back up as soon as. So don't sell too early, but at the same time, don't also FOMO and then get caught with the bag, because what if we go sideways till March? You know what I mean? Like, this is what happened.
That's a long time. He's sitting at 19K.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 2017. We hit 1,000 on New Year's Day, and then we went from 1,000 to 700 back up to 1,000 over the course of 3 months. And it was boring, but boom, after that, we went from 1,000 to eventually 19K. So if that happens, we'll see.
My question almost is if the price is being inflated by fake volume, right? And what I mean by that is, we talked about it. Coinbase is pointing out the numbers that, hey, these companies are in here buying crypto, right? But if they're buying it at a faster pace and a faster rate, the mass adoption is ready for, unless of course they're all planning to do kind of what PayPal and some of these other countries and banks are doing. That's basically shove it down your throat by saying, no, this is the services we had, you're going to start using it. Unless they go that direction, we're like, yo, you're going to start using this crypto service. What if retail investors aren't ready for another 2 or 3 years? We could have essentially seen all this early buy up happen. Price goes down because no one's still paying attention or smart enough to use it. And then 2 or 3 years from now, once all these companies actually have point of sale devices or whatever blockchain stuff going on in the background where they actually utilize blockchain technology, that's when we see it happen. So that's my other thing about it. I wonder if it's just been this early buy up where it's almost this fake value, because all these companies like, hey, we're getting ready for this mass influx of crypto people. And then it's like, well, the crypto people won't be educated into another year or two. That's the kind of thing I worry about, I want to look at. Last but certainly not least, digital artist Beeple auctions NFT art collection for $3.5 million. What?
Beeple? Oh, man.
Yes, Beeple. There we go. Non-fungible tokens are all the rage, it looks like. What's going on with this NFT art?
Oh, yeah. So Nifty Gateway, they hosted an auction that saw one single piece of NFT artwork sell for $777,777 after a last-second bid doubled the price. Nifty tweeted that the savage bid had been entered with only a single second left to go in the auction. So somebody was definitely planning for that. The artwork was the last to be sold from the complete MF collection that was auctioned that day. with the token featuring each of the collection's 20 individual digital artworks in a single NFT. One of the things that I saw when I heard about this was, seems like some people have found a new way to launder money, the same way they do with real art.
Hilarious. Listen, I really thought you were going somewhere positive with that. And you was like, oh, it seems to me somebody found a new way to launder money. Like, of course, this is where we're going today, huh?
That's what I said. That's the first thing I thought. But after that, because, I'm always skeptical whenever new projects come and people moving big amounts of money early on, because, that's who catches on first. But, of course, the NFT market is heating up. Myself personally, I've been in talks about having an NFT for Bitcoin in Black America, being invited to a virtual Crypto Voxels auction, working with Micah Johnson, who created an NFT where he sold 120,000. So this is very good to see from Beeple. The artworks were inspired by technology, nature, and Star Wars. And of course, there were fierce bidding wars, pushing the price from 200,000 to 380,000 before Kang entered the last second blowout bid. So 3.5 million total collected. And again, if you are an artist, this is one of the places, NFTs, that are going to take off, being able with non-fungible tokens to have rare digital collectibles that you can also get in real life. Because if you purchase it and you have the ownership token, so to say, when you receive your art, you can verify it and resell it later. So great to see. I mean, this space is moving super fast, man. This is great to see that.
And in the background, if you're watching, I have this video. I'm assuming this is the Beeple founder here that's getting champagne poured on him and celebrating. And I just wanted to point this out because this is your new boss for a lot of people, right? Like, this is the new genius kid on the block. It's cool to see them celebrating. And this is what I like about the crypto thing, the crypto industry in general. Is like, we're talking about major advances in technology and big money. And people are still close enough to touch. They're on Twitter. They're doing champagne celebrations. These aren't, super celebrities you can't get in touch with, but billionaires you never hear from. These are people still on the ground floor in the industry, making waves, still not being, what's the word I'm looking for? Still not being recognized by outlets like CoinDesk's top crypto people of the year or whatever, but still doing their thing anyway. So that's really cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last few shout outs. What's going on, crypto cartography? First time I saw you as well. Thanks for that. Great content. Gervais Ripe said Beeple, Pack, and Pewocious are the big artists, and Cody also. Thank you for that as well. We got to make sure we check them out.
Follow them on Twitter.
Yeah. And it's funny you said that because I was thinking that earlier when you were talking about how this might be another way to money launder. I know you're joking, but seriously, it really is, right?
Yeah, watch a lot of Ethereum through these NFTs, man.
Listen, as crypto continues to blow up, remember this, people. The next FUD story is going to be how people are using crypto payments to fund crime. I'm just going to leave it there because as it becomes bigger, that is going to definitely be the storyline. All it's going to take is that one person to get found out. You send them some Bitcoin for that? Like, y'all both done. That's gonna be the headline. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. Make sure you smash that like and share. And as always, thanks for watching. Anything else, Bitcoin Zay?
That's all for me. Bitcoin in Black America on sale now.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.